Hello everyone, my name is Western11 and today I'm going to be showing off some tomy items that I've gotten recently. Now I got all these items there a lot, which is rather cheap. It only costs about $15 I think. I'm not sure, the currency exchange might have changed by the last time I checked it, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I got these in a lot with a decent amount of tomy track. So yeah, I'd say it was worth it. This lot contained a total of 5 engines which are motorized and one that was a push along. Of all the engines, one of them didn't function, but my dad fixed it thankfully. So yeah, let's get into them. Now, the first 3 items are not Thomas related, they're just some generic Tomy models. The first one is this high-speed bullet train, or engine. This is bullet engine. See, it's not in too bad condition, although it does have some like marks on it and such. I actually got this lot quite a few months back. I just didn't have time to make a video on it. It's not in too bad condition, aside from the scuff marks and the fact that I think it had a coupling when I got it, except it was broken, so I removed it. But I did test out this engine. It does work. It works pixel perfectly fine. Well, there's some dust, like there's some hair or whatever down here. Never realized that. Gonna have to clean that out. Oh, there's one on the other side too. I'm gonna have to clean that out soon. But yeah, this goes quite quickly actually. Yeah, if you leave it like that without shell, it tips back due to the weight. One interesting thing about this engine is that it has like a blue switch, which is quite interesting since most Tomy engines have gray or white switches. So yeah, that's quite interesting. And yeah, it's a pretty fast loco actually. It's it's definitely a bit faster than your average Tomy model. Okay, out of the way. Next up, we have this red diesel engine. Unfortunately, this diesel engine is missing a piece from here because the gimmick that this has is similar to Mighty Mac, where you can spin this piece of the body around. You can flip that piece down. And this section was like streamlined, I think, because I remember seeing a video of this. Yeah, this is a push-along model. It would have a powered car, but unfortunately that did not come with the lot. Which is a bit unfortunate, but oh well. One interesting thing about this though, diesel, is they can actually pull out this, to get this out of the way, can actually pull out a little coupling here on the front. I think that's a pretty cool little feature. Of course, you can put a little figure inside there, and you can do that on this side as well. You can open that up, open up the cab. But I mean, I can actually use this with some like maybe the Harvey or Mighty Mac powered coach, so it's not that big of a deal. And the last thing I got, which wasn't Thomas related, was this flatbed here. Now this will come with this came with this red engine. Interesting that it also has the same kind of axle as the engine itself. Now this will have had a ton of like a ladder and some other stuff on it, because this was actually a fire engine, as you can see, because it says fire liner on its sides and off the top. So yeah, this is like a fire engine. But yeah, I quite like this little flatbed. It's one of the I think this might be the longest wagon I actually own in Tomy Trackmaster. So yeah, it's quite cool. Now yeah, these are the only like non-Thomas related stuff. These are nice. I personally won't be selling them. I'll keep these because I like them. So yeah. So yeah, I can use this diesel for like mainland scenes or something. If I really want to take it turns into a custom Kenji or something, but nah, I don't feel like it. I don't really care for Kenji as a character, so I'm also not gonna be buying his push-along model. So yeah. Now onto the Thomas stuff. There was one piece of rolling stock, which is this dumping wagon, like tipping wagon or whatever. This came with the Thomas at the Timberyard set, which I'm pretty sure the person who sold this had due to another item that got in this lot. And I'm pretty sure, and in the lot there were two Tomy riser pieces, which I'm pretty sure were from that set. So yeah, it's in pretty good condition. Frankly, the tabs aren't broken off. So yeah, it's quite nice. I mean, I don't recall there being a wagon that looked like this in the show, but I mean, it's nice. Now let's get into the three engines that I got. The first one is a old style Tommy Gordon. Now he's in pretty decent condition. His face is a bit chipped up, as you can see right there. And I tried to fix up the pinstriping, but the paint I used was quite trash. As you can see, like you can see right there that's starting to peel off. Get close, so you can see that's starting to peel off. It's quite unfortunate. His tender decals are a bit messed up, and he's missing a chunk of his back buffer here, which is quite unfortunate. But what can you do? He does still have his coal cover here. And he's in pretty good condition. He actually did run as well. He did function to begin with. And actually, I think this bullet train did have a back coupling. I think, and the Gordon didn't have a back coupling, so I put it onto him instead. He is a little bit sun affected, but it's not too big of a deal. It's not that noticeable. Okay, now the second to last engine that was in the slot was a old style Tomy Edward. He was in pretty good condition as well, practically the same condition as Gordon. His face is a little chipped up on some areas. I also tried to fix up the pinstriping on him, but it didn't come out good because it's the same trash paint on Edward as they on Gordon. And unfortunately, he was missing, or is missing, his battery cover as well. And he was the engine that didn't function at first because the red wire was broken in between him and his tender. But my dad fixed it up, thankfully, and he functions pretty well. So yeah. And now for the very last item that was in the slot and one I wanted the most was this Player Thomas. Now this is the other item in the slot that most likely, or well, definitely came from the Thomas of the Timberyard set, since most versions of that set came with a Player Thomas, even the worldwide versions. But there were some that came with a generic Thomas without the updated face and running board and stripes on the boiler. He's definitely not in perfect condition because you can see by his face a little bit that he is a bit sun affected. A lot of his paint you can see. I'm not sure what I can see on camera, but it's sun affected too. I mean, Edward is the only one of these three that isn't sun affected. He's Gordon as well for comparison. Well, you can't really tell through camera, but in real life it's definitely a bit more. But in person it's a bit more obvious. He does function as well, although his motor is very loud. And unfortunately, his three stickers are quite used that try to touch up the pinstriping with a marker. And yeah, on this side it's pretty trashed. And also, his middle wheel here, which has a spring, and it doesn't want to stay up for whatever reason. I'm not sure why that is. But you can see inside, there are no chips on his running board, on the splash of white. So that's nice. And nothing's broken off him either, so that's pretty cool. Nothing was broken off Edward either. I forgot to say that. I find it a bit hard to put the shell on this model. I don't know why. But, well, yeah. That was basically the entire Tomy lot that I gotten. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this little showcase of mine. I'll make sure to see you guys all next time. Goodbye and peace out.